everyone. What's up? It's your girl Tink. Sorry about that. That was my daughter's toy. My topic for today is on um, babies, toddlers, for males and females, and basically I just want to talk about um, getting the babies and toddlers out of your beds.
All of them.
This triggers more so for mothers.
This is
Now,
my mama and me.
I've had this big problem and still do have this problem. Someone came up to me who is a first time mom. Be quiet, please. I'm talking. Who is a first time mom and asked me, how do I get this child out of my bed without me having to get up and down, all during the night? And I told this particular person that is not an answer I can quite give because I'm still struggling with the same issue, and my daughter is 3 years old. Now, from what I've been told and from what I've witnessed doing myself, there are a few things that work. Okay. The first problem with us mothers, um, we feel the attachment with, with the child. We love the warmth of the body, the small body. We love knowing that there is someone beside us. So we tend to look forward to that. Now, mind you, the baby is born. You have a pretty bassinet for the baby, meaning their own bed, and yet we let them sleep with us. We don't let them sleep in their own bed. Um, my problem was that I heard so much about crib deaths with babies and infants that I was scared out of my mind to have my child sleep in the bassinet or the crib. I had a bassinet and a crib for my baby, but I didn't want my child sleeping in the crib or the bassinet with the fear of her suffocating. So that was my reason why I had my daughter in the bed with me, more so sleeping on my chest, which was a big mistake because not only did the child get immune to that, I as a mother did as well. So when I look forward to, her being in the bed with me, she looked forward to feeling the warmth of my body or feeling me breathe or hearing my heartbeat. So one day, I think I was dozing off and my daughter was on my chest and I felt her kind of slipping off and I jumped up and caught her. Right then told me, look, you can't do this no more. You have to put this child in her own bed because an accident can happen and, you know, anything happen where she has to go to the hospital and you will be really at fault for it and you don't want to have any, guilt. You don't want to have a guilty conscience, because you knew what you had to do but you didn't do it. So from there I slowly but surely tried to get to that point where I had my daughter sleep in her own crib. And that went on for a couple of weeks. But me, here I go again, me being used to the warmth, um, even if she whined a little bit and nothing was really wrong with her, I immediately like picked her up and put her in the bed with me. But we cannot do that because we tend to spoil the babies. And when we spoil them, it's hard to get them out of that that thing that they're used to. Um, Start them off as infants, firstborn, because they'll be easier as they get into the toddler age. Um, I didn't do that. So right now with me, I'm still struggling on trying to get my 3-year-old to sleep in her own bed. And yes, she has her own toddler bed that cost me over 100 something dollars. So yes, yeah, I feel like it's money wasted, but then again I don't because it's still a work in progress. I, mother um, have to teach her that, look, this is your bed. This is where you sleep. Like, this is mommy's bed. This is where mommy sleeps. Some of the tips that I found were helpful, but very, very annoying. Well, only one of them are very annoying. Say Yuri. Okay, put a new shirt on her, okay? Okay, she's playing with her doll baby, guys. But anyway, one of the things I found very annoying was, okay, allowing her to sleep in the bed with me until she falls asleep. Okay, thank you, baby. Then once she falls asleep, having to lift her up and putting her in her own bed at night. Now, sometimes it worked, sometimes it did not, because of course she would not feel my body next to her, so she would wake up and she would stop crying. Therefore, I have to get out of my sleep, out of my warm bed, and go to her to pick her up to bring her back over to my bed until she fell asleep again, and do it all over again. Only thing about that, you have to be consistent. You can't switch up. If you're going to have her sleep in the bed with you, mom or dad or both, once you put her in her bed, be ready to get back up again, because they are going to wake up. And when they do, they're expected, to be back in your bed. And you might have to do the up and down thing for a couple of weeks until he or she gets to the point where they're able and capable of sleeping in their with sleeping in their own beds without them, disturbing you or wanting them to get back into your bed. Two things you know that they have it packed down three things you'll know when they have it packed down with sleeping in their beds are: one, if they wake up, they may just lay there. They may lay there and look around, drift off to sleep. They would not come and get you. They would not whine. Two, during the daytime, they may feel as though they're getting sleepy while they're playing around, and they might get sleepy. And the first place they go to is their room, or to their bed. That's the second thing. The third thing, is when it's actually time for that bedtime. And when you're usually getting ready to put them in your bed, and they tell you no, that they want their own bed, they got it packed down. So those are the three things that you know when your baby, your toddler. That's more so for toddlers, but for your baby, you have to start them off in the very beginning. So this is my daughter's baby. That's my daughter's baby, guys. Here, take your baby.
Mommy?
Yes. Okay, anyway. So that's with that. With toddlers, to make bedtime easy, if you're potty training, of course you don't want your child to be wet during the night if they have pull-ups on. So my thing is, have them have something to drink before you put the pull-up on. After they have something to drink, have them use the bathroom before they lay down to go to bed. It's okay for them to have their little, if they're still doing sippy cups, to have a little sippy cup by their bedside in case they wake up and they reach over and get a little thirsty. Make sure it's water. Try to eliminate the juices because the sugar in it sits in the mouth and on the teeth and it causes cavities. So make sure it's water. But that eliminates also from them using the bathroom all night long. And that eliminates you from having to get up in the middle of the night, having to change your child so that the urine would not sit on them and cause any rashes. So, that was one of the tips for getting your child to sleep in their own bed. Another tip I've learned, this works for infants as well as toddlers. It's more so for infants because it gets them started, but it works great for toddlers. Actually, I learned this from a friend of my sister's, and thank you, Sherry, for showing me this. But she showed me this because we were having a gathering at my sister's house, and you know how you want to enjoy yourself, but when your child and your toddler gets to that point where they're sleepy and they're a whole different person when they're sleepy and tired, they get irritated quickly, they cry even more, they get even more they get even more clingy to you. So I was getting very frustrated because I wanted to sit back and relax and enjoy myself, but my daughter was constantly crying and clingy and irritated. So my friend Cherry, she said, "Well, I'm gonna get a pillow for you, and I'm gonna tell you what you do with the pillow. You lay the pillow long ways. So, and this is a pillow pad, guys. As you can see, it's a pillow pad, but you want a larger pillow, like the one of the pillows you sleep on. But you lay it like long ways, and you'll lay it long ways like this, and you'll lay it across your lap. And when you lay it across your lap, you lay the child on their stomach. And when you pat them in a rhythm. If you can hear that, pat them in a rhythm. Whatever rhythm you use that same rhythm constantly. What the pillow does, it gives them a soft cushion but warmth. Makes it feel as though they're laying on you, so they'll go to sleep easier. Now, the best thing about this is when they do fall asleep, you don't have to pick the child up, itself to put them in bed or what have you. This is the blessing part of it. So great, so awesome. All you have to do is lift the pillow up as is with the baby or toddler still on there and place them in their bed. That way they still have that comfort of you, the warmth from of you, and then most likely they should sleep all night. So I hope sorry for stuttering guys. Hope some of these tips work out. Try them. You know, try them for a week or so. Now it's not gonna work overnight. It's gonna be a work in progress. But if you stay consistent, you should have no problem. So try it out. So try it out, guys. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments. I love to read your comments. If you have any questions, leave comments so that I can respond to them. So I'll catch you guys on the flip side.